Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome
hello.
back to Alpha E Mind Masteries United Earth Angel Series. We are already episode 32. Andy, we are episode 32. Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
Whoa, already. Woo, all right. And who am I? Well, here, let me take off this banner and I'll tell you who I am for those who don't know me. My name is Toby Staples, and I'm an Earth Angel, and I'm the founder of Alpha E Mind Mastery, Empowering Emotional Mastery. I got all kinds of books out there for you, and by the way, they're all still on for $5 to bring in 2025 in honor of my 50th. What do? I love to say that I support spiritual warriors, but no, I'll tell you all straight. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're feeling conflict, chaos, confusion in your life, doesn't matter who you are. I bring you back to calmness, clarity, and a vibrant state. On purpose, living with intention. So that's who I am. And I am the host here of Alpha E Mind Masteries United Earth Angel Series. And Andy is my co-host. Andy, please introduce yourself to the world.
Hello, everybody. My name's Andy. I am an Earth Angel. I am training to be a coach for Alpha E Mind Mastery. And I am a wife, a mother of 11. I'm a published author. I have 2 books out now. And I am an actor and a singer and a songwriter. And I would love to welcome everybody. My English is Englishing as usual. But I'd love to welcome everybody and thank y'all for your time, because time's something you can't get back. I appreciate every one of you.
Yes. And today we're talking about installed fear. What a topic, considering the whole world lives in fear, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fear is installed many, many ways. Many ways. So, Andy, what are some of the fears that people are installed with that you'd like to talk about today?
Well, fears are installed from when you're a child and you see all the adults around you living life in fear. And fear is also installed by religions. Some religions just keep you scared of everything.
But scared of being a sinner, scared you're going to hell. Yeah. If they only told us that we were actually living in it.
Right.
Oh boy, what a difference that would be, eh?
Yeah. Yep. And but it's not. Churches get you scared of God. They get you scared of believing in a higher being. I mean, it's not.
You know what? Yes, we can talk about it openly and don't feel any way, Andy. Yes, that's right. Religion does, because it makes you fearful that you're going to be a sinner. And if you don't comply and if you don't do everything that you have to do, there's severe consequences. And what is that? They make you believe that you're going to go to hell. But heaven and hell is a state of mind on earth while you're living here. It is not an external factor. See, that's what really installs fear, because then it's fear, shame, blame, guilt. You're not good enough. You got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. Instead of telling people that the force of love that's giving them life is actually source.
Yeah. Yeah. And people, I don't know, just it seems like every church I've been to, which I've been to a lot of different religions that, I was raised Mormon, and they didn't believe in heaven or hell. They believed in 3 different stages of heaven.
And what are those?
I don't remember the names of them.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That means you cleared that shit out of your system.
Right. I haven't been there since I was 18 years old, and the bishop, I was pregnant with my first child, and the bishop looked at me because my grandma took me to talk to him because I wasn't married and I was pregnant. He told me, he said, "Well, honey, you have two options." I said, "What do you mean I have two options?" He said, "Well, you can do an abortion or you can give your child up for adoption." I said, "Excuse me, you don't run me. I run me. God sent me this baby. It's my baby. I knew what would happen if I laid down with somebody. I will take responsibility. I'm supposed to have this child." And I looked at my looked at my grandma and said, "You ever bring me back to this church, you won't see me or any children I produce from now till I die." I went out there and almost broke his glass door to his office because I slammed it. Don't tell me I need an abortion or I need to give my child up for adoption. My body. I will do what I want. If I wanted to do either of those things, I would have done it. But you don't tell me that's the only two options I have.
No, there's always many options under the sky, but the first one is, don't comply to external beliefs.
Right.
That's, let's bring it up a notch. The vibe. Look, guys, fear is installed in us in all kinds of ways. Why? Because our parents are even fearful.
Oh, yeah.
And I speak openly about religion here, not to shame or blame, because I serve the altar. I know what it is to do my sacraments and to be in the Catholic Church and to sing in the choir. I did all of that. So when I speak from a standpoint on religion, you know what? Religion isn't all bad. And that's not what we're here to say. Not at all. We're talking about fear today because you know what? When I was doing my sacraments and I was going to church as a child, I didn't know any better, but it also did bring me joy. When I think about my days in the church as a child, the singing in the choir and the Christmas Eves and the gathering of families and how we would see everybody come together, I saw a lot of good in that, because if there wasn't any religion, there wouldn't have been that. But on the flip side, what does that do to you? That makes you fearful of being your own self because you feel that you have to comply. You feel that you're a sinner if you're not living in certain ways. And honestly, there is no sinning on the planet because we have free will. And everybody is meant to live whatever they're supposed to live. So they're not sinning at all, no matter what their choice is, because they're fueled by love. They're loved unconditionally. And they also have the free will to do whatever they want as an individual in their experience. So fear gets installed by you believing you can't be you. And it doesn't just come from religion. Because I'll tell you, my dad put the fear in me before religion did. You see? So fear comes from parents also before external forces because they are living in fear. Yep. What is the fear? That the children will end up as they did. So if the parenting is governed from that fear, everything is fearful. And it makes you fearful too. Andy, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Because my now adult children were raised by a mother who was fearful. I was raised by parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles who were fearful. My adult kids have seen and felt the difference in me since I released that fear. And, and they're like, "Mom, you're such a different mom now." Yeah, because I've healed and I'm not afraid. I'm not fearful of, well, what if my kids do this? What if my kids do that? What? So? That's their choice. That's their life. I'm not controlling anybody but myself. I'm not afraid that my kids are going to grow up and be just like me, because guess what? I love me. If they're just like me, fine. If they're not, then they're just like them. That's who they want to be. And I'll love them regardless. So it doesn't matter. It just
I'm just gonna close this balcony door, Andy. It seems like they know I'm having my episode.
I was getting ready to say, is my speaker messing up?
Hey?
I thought my speaker was messing up and it was pulling something else into it besides for you.
No, it's actually my balcony door was open and I can hear some machinery going on downstairs. So I was like, you know what? Let me just close the balcony door for now.
Yeah, you can get fresh air when we're done.
Well, I had just come inside from outside, but right before we hopped on, I was outside before.
Yeah.
I have to be outside. I love outside, and it settles me.
Yeah. Me and Ray and 3 of my sons went to eat at Roosters last night. I don't know if anybody knows Roosters. The restaurant's got like chicken and hamburgers, and it's really good. But they have a balcony. Every time we go there, I'm like, can we go sit outside? Can we sit outside? Can we sit outside? I love being outside too.
No, that's really cool. It's nice to know that you guys go out and celebrate like that. Just, that's cool. That's really, really cool. So guys, yeah, installed fear we're talking about today. And you know something? It's normal. And this is where fear comes from, because we're not born fearful. When you look at a child in their purest potential, which is before you fuck them up, straight up, I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
Because a child is born in their purest potential. Well, what does that look like? Zero fear. You hear people say it all the time. Children are fearless. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to stay. But a child becomes fearful how? Oh, don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh, don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. Oh, don't do that. Okay? It happens to all of us. But are you still in that pattern? Are you still that 5, 6, 7-year-old child reacting the same way your parents taught you to? Or have you been able to think for yourself since and change your patterns, change your ways? Take a good look at you instead of blaming the whole world for what you're doing. And yeah, I got to ask. And I love to come out here and love to be all hee ha ha ha. No, but straight up, what are you doing? Are you still running in the patterns that your parents installed in you? Or look at your parents and how they govern themselves and the teaching and what you lived. Let's be real and cut the shit. Take the masks off for a minute. We all lived it. But what have you done with that since? Have you been on repeat every day? Have you been feeling confused, chaotic, and not good inside your being? Allowing everything to govern you but you? Allowing every person, place, and thing to have the power over you instead of you holding your own power? Ask yourself that shit today. Have you stood up for you? Are you still compliant and in alliance to people pleasing and expectations the same way you were trained as a kid? Why do I say that? Well, because the first person you pleased was your parents. So are you still doing that? You still staying silent because, you're scared of what your parents will think? Or you're scared of what your parents will cut you off from? You're scared you won't get the generational wealth? So you're people pleasing and compliant to all the shit instead of standing up for you and your power? Ask yourself that stuff today. Go ahead, Eddie, because I could go on for.
And I could listen forever to that. Because I already know the answers for myself. Because no, I don't people please.
Not anymore.
No, I don't stay quiet.
Not anymore, you don't.
No, not anymore. I know I don't have to.
That's right. You need a voice, and you have a voice for a reason.
Yep.
Hey, guys, Sorry, Andy.
You're
Sorry,
fine.
Andy. I'm being called to jump in
Go
here and
right
just say,
ahead.
listen, guys, you know, I deliver that boot in the ass anytime I open my mouth. So talking about that, if you haven't already, register for the upcoming Boot in the Ass Summit this week, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm proudly co-hosting alongside Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy. Yes, to give you the boot in the ass that y'all need to boot you into the best results that you could have in your life. Or would you like to sit there, sitting in your garden, full of everybody else's shit? Really, because that's what you're doing if you're accepting a lesser version of yourself. You're accepting the false self that everybody else created you to be. I had to drop it. Andy, go for it.
I'll be there. I'll be there both days. I'll be there watching everything and typing in my comments, and I'll be there.
You know what's funny, Andy?
What?
I have been out here promoting this summit for months. From the day that he told me, all right, and I agreed, and we said, okay, we're doing it. I've been out here promoting since day one. Since day one. Do you know that last week, everything under the sun came at me to try to make me miss that summit?
Of course.
Lawyers, doctors, everything. They were like, no, you have to come on the 20th or the 25th. I told everybody, yo, I am non-existent this week. Deal with me next week. There's nothing that's going to stop me from co-hosting this summit.
No. Nothing, because you need to.
Yeah. No, because I'm actually lovingly want to. This is the best thing. I have been, you know, that all I can, this has been my light at the end of the tunnel for months, eh?
Yeah.
Yo, I am ready to give that boot in the ass to anybody who fucking needs it.
Right. Right.
From love. Because you know what? A lot of people say, oh, she's too much. She comes out raw and real. Yeah, that just proves how much in denial you are if you can't handle the truth.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that Toby's got a problem. That means you better really check yourself, because nobody should have a problem listening to the raw, real truth.
Yeah. So I told my girls this morning, they wake up every morning, they're yelling, hollering, mad at each other. Look, I said, listen. I said, if you wake up in a bad mood, that's not her fault. Don't yell at her because you're in a bad mood. Figure out why you're in a bad mood. If you need somebody to talk to about it, come talk to me. But don't push your opinion onto somebody else or your attitude. Or I said, you know, those hateful words, the way you say stuff, it's like punching the person in the face that you're talking to. I said, would you like to be punched in the face? She said, no. I said, well, then stop putting your attitude onto other people. That's like people making you do something that you don't want to do. I said, until you can figure out what's going on in your head, don't talk to your siblings. Just don't talk to them. If you need help figuring it out, I'm right here. I said, but I would rather your words come truthfully and lovingly than come at someone like that.
You know what? It's funny as you say that, because I know that's how my words hit all the time.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's lovingly. It's not
lovingly. Yes. Theirs aren't lovingly. They don't understand that right now. But that's what I told her. I said, you don't want your words to punch someone in the face. I said, you want, I mean, you might, I don't know, but If you want someone's words to punch you in the face like that, then go ahead. But I want you to think about why you're in such a bad mood and figure it out before you start yipping at everybody and complaining and being an asshole. I think it's just be an asshole.
I love it. I love it. Andy, you want to mention your second book that you published to everybody, please?
Oh, yes, I would love to mention my How to Manage Being a Girl Mom book. It is on lulu.com. And my ebooks are on lulu.com and Amazon. Now, Toby, you know what I forgot to do to my books to get them globally produced?
What?
See what I forgot?
I can't see. What does it say there? I just see black lines.
Oh, well, it said ISBN, and I forgot to put it in there. So they can't get on Amazon or anywhere else until.
No, that's okay. Watch, all you do is the same file that you uploaded, you go put your ISBN in it and re-upload the book. Correct it.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. I'll do that.
That's it. No, you're good. No, but that's good because of the standards, because of the whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. Don't worry. Don't worry. And you know what's crazy? Is when I put my books out there, they were readily accepted into global distribution, no problem. Right away. All of them. Now, since I've been out making traction in the world, and I go and I check my book stuff, one by one, they're being taken out of global distribution. People, you know why? Because
nobody wants to know the truth.
No, because exactly. And it's coming from UK. So what's in the UK? The crown?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm wearing my fucking crown. The crown won't govern my crown like everybody else does. You see that though? I went in there and I noticed that. I'm like, what? They took my children's book out of global distribution. They don't want children knowing what I'm trying to teach them after it was approved and in global distribution, Andy.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't read it fully.
You know what? This is it. They skim it and they have AI check your books, I guess. Mm-hmm. But now when people catch wind of really what's in those books, no, they don't want the world to know.
Yeah.
That's the last thing, because I teach people how to take their power back. Straight up.
Yep. People in power don't want regular people to know that they have control over themselves.
That's right. I want to show everybody what your girl book cover looks like.
All right. There it is. That's my little Anna's hand and my hand.
Yeah, and you can find that book at lulu.com, and she'll be back that'll be in global distribution just now.
Oh, yeah.
Just like her other one is.
I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah. And hold on here. Let me take this stuff down. Now, yes. So, guys, while you're living in a state of fear, well, let me show you what y'all look like. Let me just do it. There you go. You're looking at like the green guy. Okay? You're not looking all vibrant like on the left. When you're living in fear, you're living on the right. Murky, disgusting energy, dirty. I can smell it on you, actually. Straight up. So if you're vibrant and whole and healed as I am, you're on the left. If you're living in fear, shame, blame, guilt, denial, avoidance, and all the rest of the shit, you're a green guy on the right. So who are you? And how's your energy doing today? Just gotta ask. And this is why I say don't live in fear, no matter what. be healed, whole, vibrant, flowing, unstoppable force in this world the same way you were born to be. And I'm really tired of hearing people saying that this is a state that must be acquired. Fuck that. This is a state that you were born in.
Yep.
So when I say unfuck yourself, do it. And if you need help doing it, reach out. Simple as that. All of my links are in the comments. Reach out. Andy, we got 4 minutes left. You want to take the floor and say goodbye to everybody and throw in whatever else you want to throw in?
Sure. I sure will. It'd be my pleasure. I just want to tell everybody I thank you for coming out and listening to us. If you have any questions about anything that we talk about here, we'll be happy to answer them for you. And I love you. And I've got a doctor's office calling me right now, so I'm going to take this call. But I love you. I'll be right here. I'm on mute.
Cool. Okay, guys. So I want to not only tell you guys to register for the upcoming Boot in the Ass Summit, because you don't want to miss this one. I'll tell you, you really don't. This is one summit, if ever, that I was on this year. You don't want to miss this one. You don't. And yes, you can get the recordings. And yes, you can get the VIP by clicking that link right there. Okay? Go and register. This is one thing you don't want to miss. And it's going to close off your 2024 properly. That's why. Also, too, unwrap your success in 2024 with the ultimate advent calendar for business success and empowerment. What is that? Register for the advent calendar. What I've done is I've constructed a challenge for you all, like an advent calendar. It is to challenge you to birth your best results. Yes, it's for professionals. It's for anybody who wants to be successful and empowered and close off 2024 the way that they should, bringing in the best of 2025. And a lot of people have told me, Toby, you're on this bunk about 2025 and it's not even Christmas yet. Listen, that's how you have to be if you want results.
Yep.
But you want to just sit back and wait until you're in 2025 to start creating? Listen, don't you know about the preparation it takes to do a garden? You don't just go outside and blow seeds into the fucking earth. Simple. You got to prep that land. You got to turn the soil. You got to fertilize it. You got to do your rows. You got to make sure there's no rocks in there. You got to do the prep before you plant your garden. Well, this is all the prep for the best of 2025. Whether it's the advent calendar, whether it's the upcoming summit Wednesday and Thursday. I have heard so much shit talk this year off of people. And I mean shit talk. Well, that's only producing shit in their life.
Yep.
And yes, I got to say it. Because you know what? I'm tired of everybody coming out here with their mask and the masked makeup to hide who they truly are. Rip off that mask. Let the world see you for who you are. Because that's when you make the biggest change.
Yep.
Being authentically you. Coming from a loving state. And I encourage you all to do that. Andy, do you want to say goodbye before I really wrap it up?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to say I love y'all. I'd like to say I hope you love yourself the way I love myself. And if you do, you need to do inner work. You need to show yourself that love. You need to go to the Boot in the Ass Summit because I'm going to be there.
I love it.
And I've also registered for Toby's advent calendar because I want to bring in my 2025 the best possible way I can. So,
but you're also in the 21-day challenge, and
yeah.
You see, Andy does all of my booster pack stuff. She's in my program. Andy, why don't you take the opportunity right now to let people know about my program?
Alrighty. Well,
I pretend I'm not here. Okay. because that
I can
usually
say
is
it with you
why.
here or with you out here, without you
Okay,
here.
okay. So tell people about my program, my booster packs, and what I bring to table because they think it's just they think that this is me being aggressive.
No, you're not being aggressive. People do need this. They the world is crap. Okay? It's crap. People are crap. And they're going to stay crap unless they heal. And with Toby, I did steps before her program, and she gave me tastes of what, what I could become if I healed everything, if I did the correct things to be my true self. I didn't know how much work there was into it. She was preparing me, I think, because she knew that once I saw how much work was in it, that I might chicken out. But she'd been preparing me for months before the program, which thank you, Toby, for doing that, because I definitely would have chickened out. But yeah. So this program changes everything you were taught. You're born a being that is not afraid, that, it can be themselves no matter what, following your heart no matter what, because you had nothing to fear. Nobody taught you fear. Nobody taught you anything bad when you were born. Toby has brought me back to that state. I have overwhelming joy daily. I'm not afraid to speak my truth. Even to my husband, I was afraid to, I was like, what's he gonna think? What's he gonna do? I don't care. I don't care what people think about what I had to say. If they have a problem with it, that's exactly what it is, their problem, not mine. If they don't like what I have to say, they can go in the other room. They can leave. They can whatever. But before before the program, I always thought, oh, they're going to judge me, or oh, they're not going to like it. I'm not going to say it. Fuck that.
And by doing that, look, you don't even take any medications anymore. You're out of bed. Your whole total life has changed.
Right. It has. Like, I used to take antidepressants, anti-anxieties, ibuprofen, Tylenol. I used to take all kinds of stuff. I was on the verge of liver failure. On the verge of liver failure and diabetes. I was pre-diabetic. I went to my doctor in July, I think it was. And she said, do you need anything? I said, no. She said, you don't look like you do. Your blood work's fine. She said, I'll see you next year, because I was going every 3 months. She said, you're fine. Just go on with your bad self. I'll see you next year. But yeah, I told her, I said, I don't need medicine. I said, I've healed from the inside.
Changes everything, when you rewrite your DNA.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud of you, Andy. Really, I'm proud of you because you've stuck it out. You've done all the booster packs. You've literally, even the challenges. How did you like that 21-day challenge?
Well, we did day 10 I did day 10 this morning. So I'm liking it. It's reminding me of all of the crap that I've sifted through and overcome. It's just heightening it.
Good. Good. How did you like that November challenge, the 11-day one for honoring the vets?
Well, it reminds me of all the sacrifice and service and all that they went through. Even my husband, because they don't like to talk about it. They don't like to boast on what they've done. They don't. And sometimes I forget. But that was a really good reminder of everything that they went through so that I can breathe free air. And I love it.
I'm really grateful that you even jumped into those 2 booster packs because, I put it out there, I offered it, but it's not a mandatory thing. It wasn't mandatory for my program people or for my connections to jump into the booster packs that I offered. But I love to hear how beneficial it was, even if you're in the program, even if we talk all the time, even if you're feeling results. That's what I wanted it to be, is that booster pack for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely booster.
Good, good. Guys, I encourage you all. If you need us, you reach out.
Yes.
I got plenty of books out there that have workbooks in them. Me, I don't play around. Yes, and you know what? That's right. If you're chicken shit of yourself, of course you're going to be chicken shit of me.
Yeah.
But do you want to be as solid in your skin as I am? Because this isn't a personality. This is the power of my voice.
That's the way Toby talks to me. That's the way that's the way Toby is with me on personal calls. That's just her.
Yeah. But do you want the best results to close off the year with? Or do you want to still sit in your shitty diaper, believing that you're not sitting in one? Because I definitely can smell it from here. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you want to heal, now's your time to do it. That's all. And you may as well say goodbye again. Let's do this again before we cancel out this live.
Bye, guys. We love you. Thank you for your time.
Guys, find our books at lulu.com or globally distributed, but lulu.com, they're all on special. All my ebooks are $5 Canadian. That's what? That's like $3 American.
Right.
Yeah. Make sure you guys register for the Wednesday and Thursdays summit that I'm co-hosting with the awesome guy who knows a guy, Michael Whitehouse. I tell you, he's another earth angel. Yes, I'll say it out here. And that's why I love him the way I do. Really, because you know what? I look at him as another Ascension team member on the front lines of change. Really. Guys, for your Advent calendar, go and get it. Now, what is it? It's a private group. Every day you get a post of a menu, of a prescription. And if you follow the prescription, you feel the change. But I could give you everything you need. I could give you all the materials, all the supplies, all the tools. But if you just look at it all, it's not going to help you. But I will also say before I close off this live, there are some that just need something to cry about because that's the only way they get attention in this world. So that's why most like to stay in suffering. Because when they can't get good attention because they don't feel good about themselves, well, then they feel shitty about themselves. So how do they get attention? Oh, by making people feel sorry for them, for their poor me victim party up. Oh, so everybody can go, oh, come on, let me, oh. And that's the only way they can get friggin' attention in this world.
Yep.
Well, break out of that if you're one of them. And reach out to me because we'll fix your clock real quick.
Yep.
I love you all. Have a great day. Please register for the calendar and register for the Boot in the Ass Summit this week. Because this one's going to be a don't miss event. And on that note, I really feel disappointed by all of those that gave their word and never stayed true to it. That's all I'm going to say out here. Consistency in time, the truth reveals itself for all. That's all good. I love you all. I know who's real out here and who's not. And on that note, if you're one of the ones that are out here just harvesting, well, guess what? Enjoy it while it lasts, because I'm here to shut you down too. Simple, and I will say it. I love you all. Have a great day. But there are some things that just need to be said. And you can count on me for that. Love y'all. Have a great day. Set that high vibe. Peace out.